let's take a look how I won my first case event.
First pull.
That destruction.
Let's cook Jared.
So obviously there's been posts, there's been a video showing that I won my first case event over the weekend, and I was pretty excited about it. It was pretty phenomenal. Beat some of the best players in the state, learned a lot, just felt really, really confident. And thankfully we were also streaming the event, and so the finals actually were on stream of me versus Milo, a phenomenal player who's playing Ryzel Fiendsmith. And so I kind of just wanted to review it and go over it, just kind of like look at the plays, thought process, all that kind of stuff. Also guys, before we start into the video, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's liked, commented, and subscribed up to this point. But guess what? Less than 10% of the people that view our videos are subscribed. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment. We love all the support and everything we get. So let's hop into this. So starting out here, Milo goes first, and I did open. So I opened Holly Sue, Double Jiao Long, Stake Your Soul, and Jokal. So Bonfire comes down, and then immediately I just had Vanquish Soul names. And so my thought process here literally is just like make the Vanquish Soul board as soon as I can and not let him even go into his Ryzel shenanigans. And Ice comes down. And then obviously Darkfire, gonna bring out Raisin here, pop the Ice, for some more interactions here. We're gonna go ahead and go up to 2 times speed. So yeah, so brings out X, Raisin effect to search, searching out Caesar. Very simple play here. He had sword. Then just open game state here. Raisin effect, pop the column. Very straightforward. Just a big think here. He actually had beaten a Vanquish Soul Canine earlier in the day. And then, so right here, the commentators kind of talked about this. They were like, what the heck? Why did he just summon Jiao Long? That was really stupid. He can't do anything. I had another Jiao Long in hand, and then I had Caesar, so I was just going to bounce back the Raisin. And then I would have 2 fires in hand, be able to search out another name, maybe add Burger, something like that. And so they were saying about how it wasn't the right play, but realistically, like, I had options. But of course, here he drops his Super Poly, which is crazy. I don't know why you're running Super Poly. But Mud Dragon comes down, activate Caesar, bring out Caesar. And kind of here, with him going first, I really like... I did have so many plays. I had a lot of turn 0 plays, which was pretty incredible opening hand. So Caesar on board, Mud Dragon, X'd. He's already used Ice. He's already used Bonfire. He's done Super Poly. So obviously still he can still make duo drive and stuff. And so basically mine more is just my thought process. Don't let him get a full board. And so just kind of forcing him to create something. And he does get pretty smart. He's able to make Detonator here and duo drive. And I believe he even gets Cross out. Ryzel Cross on the board. So big thinking. The thing, Milo is a very, very good player. He's very smart too. And so, funny enough, I was calm and collected here. I was nervous about playing this matchup, just because last time I played, but there's the sword special, bring out the Ice, and obviously you already activated Ice's effect, but still, go into duo drive. Oh no, that's right, he went right into Ryzel to attach. I'm trying to think here. Because I think I do... Yeah, I activate Caesar on the duo drive, forcing him to burn one of his pops. And it reduces Detonator down to 1 material, which we love to see. Yeah, so I activate here, detach to pop Caesar, and then detach again to avoid destruction. Which honestly, it's why I'm getting rid of Caesar off board. Well, now he's down to 1 material Detonator, which is much less scary than 3 material Detonator. Gets out Cross. And remember here, literally, I still have Holly Sue in hand, Jiao Long, Jokel, Stake Your Soul, like full combo in my hand, so I don't really care what he does at this point. Cross, Node, really smart here. Special Summon X'd, use Cross to put Detonator back. Like, this was really smart on his part. Just basically to get a Detonator with 2 materials instead of 1. Yep, right over top. Detonator, and he passes here with 1 set, which I believe is another Super Poly. And I kept my deck after all my searches and specials, and like I said, I have full combo here anyway. And then I believe I draw just into a case, which even more, yeah, it's just even more firepower. So it's literally just Stake Your Soul, drop the Jiao Long as a bait, see what happens. Because right here, he's going to have to interact, or else, you know, yeah. So he's going to pop. And then on res, he's going to negate the Raisin. We don't care. Holly Sue, special. Reveal, Fire Dark, special from deck. And like I said, he's already used Cross. He's already used one of his Detonator pops. He's down to 1. And then 1 face down interruption. So already here, we're going to make Duo Drive useless. We're going to make Detonator useless. Where he has to pop the field spell. I don't know why he popped Holly Sue there. He should have popped Mad Love, but it's fine. Add the field spell. Activate field spell. I can't remember what I added here. I think I add Holly Sue actually, because then I have Dark and Earth, bounce Duo Drive back, and then case, and then immediately just full combo from here. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Yep, added Lantern, Jokel, Jiao Long, Holly Sue. And this is why all the cases, all the Jokels are so important, because yeah, right there. And then Detonator's completely dead. He has the 1 Super Poly, which really does not hurt us in the long run. And then, oh yeah, that's right, Super Poly is dead because he only has 1 Mud Dragon. And so it doesn't do anything, so he actually takes this back, realizing that he doesn't have anything. And the thing is, he discarded Ice, so I now know he has Ice in hand, Poly down, and then 1 Unknown. And so literally, this is game on board. This is easily game on board, just because now knowing all the interruptions and everything, easy going into Ripper, yeah. And then being able to, can't remember what I added here. I think I just added Zuna, if I remember. Stupid glare. I didn't even see. Oh no, just Lantern effect to search. Then yeah, this was, I literally just picking apart the board 1 by 1. So yeah, there's Nesh Knight. We're going to take Detonator, attach 104. Yep. Detonator gone. Rank up. Then I believe pop Super Poly, right? Yeah, pop Super Poly. And then we are going to rank up here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, rank up, because we'll rank up, pop Cross, so literally 1 unknown card in hand. Like, literally, and if it's Nib, cool, I have Ripper online, so. And then I realized also, too, I hadn't normal summoned yet. And so, normal summon Azuna, send Lupus, everything is online, everything's set up for the next play. Like, yeah. So the rank up, and then pop Cross, just completely cleared the board. And yeah, he called the game there. And surprisingly here, siding, I did my standard siding, reduced the K9 package, added a bunch more hand traps in. Droll, Ghost Ogre, but I think just Droll and Ghost Ogre actually. Yeah, Droll and Ghost Ogre was MVP of this game by far. You'll see just popping Duo Drive and everything is so good. So yeah, so we're siding here, and it is pretty interesting. Milo tries the approach to make me go first, but thankfully the way I built the deck, you can't brick with this deck. So even though he forced me and I did side, we're going second, still completely playable. And so just a normal Raisin, because we're the GOAT, we drew Raisin. Add Holly Sue. Down comes Fualos, and really Fualos can hurt, but immediately turns on the K9 package, special Azuna, send Lupus, and it allows you to just set up for tons. And especially too, when this does happen, you want to set up the Vanquish Soul line more than you want to set up the Canine line, just because you can get the trap set and you can get just way more protection, way more interruption, and then you can just play during their turn. So realistically, I only gave him one draw here. That's all that was needed, nothing else. He didn't need a bunch of other draws. And I can't remember here. I think he does Ghost Ogre this field spell. Yeah, he does. He does Ghost Ogre it. And so there was confusion here. I thought he was Ghost Ogre Raisin for a reason because I'm stupid. But no, he was just Ghost Ogre the field spell. So field spell is destroyed, which does hurt us because now pursuing the Vanquish Soul line is a little weaker. But I do pass here. Just because I could give him more draws to those things, but he's already down to, what is it? He's at 4 cards after this draw, or 5 cards. So, yeah, I don't want to give him any more resources, especially playing Raziel Fiendsmith. So during draw phase, I do summon the Raisin just because I want to get a little bit of advantage here, just because already I'm playing at a little bit of a deficit. And so, yeah, Raisin, add Caesar. Proceeded to let him to go forward, and then drops the Raigeki, which is crazy. It is crazy play. And right here is thinking I could tag something out with Caesar, but realistically, I have already used Holly's effect. But right here, I used Mad Love to bounce a Raisin back to hand, and then I used Raisin's other effect to not be destroyed by card effect. So basically, got a Raisin in hand, kept a Raisin on field, so I kept a body on field. Which was really strong. So, and then I do have a Ghost Ogre in hand to deal with the Duo Drive when that does happen. And then the Super Poly comes down. And then, of course, makes Mud Dragon with the Raisin and the Jet Along. And I didn't really extend there. It was more of just unfortunate circumstance. I could have changed sequencing and wait to drop Jet Along to add. I could have put Caesar down first, tag out, and then activate Caesar's effect in whatever time. Then summon Jet Along, then get my draws, you know. So it was just me being greedy, 100%. So misplay on my part. There's Ice, he does have it. But we hold the Ogre. Like I said, Ogre was the MVP just because we held Ogre until he made Duo Drive to get those pops. And so, yeah. Sorry, make Duo Drive to get those the searches. And so we just let him do it. Because right now he sees I have nothing on board. I'll sweep, free board. But then easily Ghost Ogre on the Duo Drive because he activates to attach. And then pops the Duo Drive. Duo Drive's now slightly dead. It still has other plays. Yep. Special sword, or maybe normal, I can't remember. But yeah, it gets a search. And right here, I'm kind of seeing writing on the wall. Like, I still have plays, and I don't need to scoop yet, but it would be a very difficult comeback right here. Send Eclipse Twins, which I thought was pretty interesting, obviously. Then making Duo Drive here. Attach Eclipse Twins. And then he attacks for 40... How much is it? Is Mud Dragon at 19? Yeah, he's at 19. Yeah. And then this is where he won this game. He just sets an imperm. And so my normal summon is dead, which is Raisin. And then right here, like, especially with Detonator, the camera kept going out, so it was obnoxious. But the thought process right here is force him to burn as many resources as possible before even going to my turn. So special Lupus, and then Lupus got banished because it got popped. And then thinking about this right now, actually, what do I have in hand? Jiaolong's gone, so normal Raisin. And activate Detonator to pop. Or no, there's confusion here about Mud Dragon and targeting and things. It was smart. He called fire, so I couldn't tag out with Caesar. It was really smart on his play. And so I couldn't tag out, which was my entire play here to tag out Raisin. Because when you would try to impermanent or try to pop it, literally just tag out. So regardless, you know, I would get the search. But then right there I did just call a game, go next, because I didn't have any plays, and he had follow-up, so. And then I do elect to go first here, and I draw literally an insane hand. Holly Sue, all the attributes I need. I believe Stake Your Soul, Case, literally everything. Everything. So we go Stake Your Soul, be a Lantern, and then the Fua does come down, so he does get a draw, and that does change everything. And like I kind of said last time, I'm going to pursue the Vanquish Soul line, because that's going to be the strongest line under Fua, because I don't have to do a lot of extra deck. I don't even have to do Rock, but I get a search here. I believe I do Raisin. Yeah, I do the Raisin. There's a normal Raisin. I believe we search for Burger here, just to get some hand advantage. Or maybe we just go straight to Caesar. I think we do Burger here. Yeah, we do Burger because we want to get that hand advantage. Draw one. And the Ghost Ogre. MVP. MVP Ghost Ogre. Okay, and then searching off Case. And now, once again, full hand. Like, tons of resources. Everything I need. This deck doesn't brick with the way I built it. Holy Sue, reveal with Jokul, special both. Jokul effective search. We add Azuna. Once again, just loading up our hand over and over and over again. And I did play hard into Nib here, but realistically, if he did Nib me, I still had more and more plays. But just go to end phase here, Case on field, Trap is set, all three attributes in hand. Holly Sue, Math Love Bounce, like we have everything. And then this was a misplay right here. So Stake Your Soul was Mad Love. Mad Love was supposed to bounce back to hand. And one of the people commenting actually caught it and comes in and reminds us. Because that does make a difference here. Just because he does drop another Super Poly. Because of course he has it. And he discards Super Poly. So yeah, that's where we realize, like, hey, that comes back to hand. He still does Jokul. And Burger. My thing is, he discarded the other Super Poly, and like, while he might not have a target for it, it still is a card that you can threaten. Then Harpies, that was a crazy Harpies. Thankfully, I'm crazy at this game too. Not really. I just loaded up my hand with resources, and so reveal all three, pop, Mud Dragon. Then of course all my stuff is gone. But he does burn for 18. Then I do get a special from hand, which then goes into the Raisin. Then Raisin allows me to search Caesar. And so the important thing, the reason why the trap is so good in the Rizio matchup is because then Detonator's dead and can't pop anything. And so literally you don't care about Detonator. You can just go off and all your monster effects. And so literally does not matter. Then he does basic stuff here. Ice, X effect, search. I believe he does at least. And then I do hold the Holly Sue take here. I did make one misplay here. I wasn't really thinking this through, but it's okay. Everything works out. Like I said, full hand. Just so much hand advantage. Make sword search. It goes out again, of course. And then I believe, yeah, he makes Detonator with sword and with ice. Activates effect to attach. So. Well, no, I dropped the Ghost Ogre. That's right. I drop Ghost Ogre on that. So he detaches. He detaches to protect, but then I just drop. Can't remember here what happened. Yeah, so I did take, and he thought I could take detonator, and so, but I just took X. This was my misplay. I should have popped X first, and then taken detonator. Like I should have popped with Caesar on X. He didn't realize that, but then, anyways, here it comes anyway, because now he's already protected. Fire Dark Earth, pop the detonator, and that was just GG's from here. Because it's literally like wiped your board clean. You've used all your interruptions, but I mean, it still pops X. Has, I think, 2 cards in hand. Sets 1, sets 2. Oh, 3 cards. He had 3 cards in hand. Draw for turn, draw into Tachyon. So literally at this point, I have Caesar pop, I have Raisin pop, I have Holly Sue in hand, I have Azuna, Lupus, everything. Every little thing. Then Caesar pop was great just because popped called by and it's not target. Holly Sue, deal Mad Love. Mad Love special. And here we're just trying to make a strong board. Yep, into Raisin, Raisin Search. Add Jowlong. Reveal, so we can special. Attempt to go battle. That's 9k, and that's the dub right there. So yeah, literally just playing into Ryziel Fiendsmith, like going down the Vanquish line and trying to get the trap is just definitely going to be the best play possible. Especially if you get Fluid, but you're protected. Detonator doesn't do anything. You can take Detonator, you can pop Detonator, you can suck up Detonator with Nash Knight. So there's just tons of plays you can do. But realistically, Milo's a fantastic player. Like I said, I played really confident, really loved how I played. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you have a good one.